Creamy mac and cheese is always delicious, but when you add smoked chicken to it, now you're talking. Simple as that. You're gonna smoke some chicken breasts on the smoker, as the term smoke would imply, but what we do there, you can do in an oven. You could pan fry them. Anyway, just how you get to the chicken cooked part, you can follow our lead, do your own thing, but the two together, the creamy mac, it's all so good. We make a little rub, we get it on the chicken, we get the chicken on the smoker, we make the mac. Pretty much by the time it all cooks, the mac, chicken's ready to come off, shred some up, it goes in, cut some on top. Bob's my uncle. If it wasn't obvious, those are chicken breasts. Thinking about macs today. This is a little bowl for the rub that we're gonna make that will go on them. And it consists of the following. We begin with brown sugar, followed up by garlic powder, some smoked paprika, some chipotle chili powder. This is very simple, but it's very good. Hit of kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper. And to that, we will mix. I love the sweet that the brown sugar will bring. And when you think it's sufficiently mixed, like that, get a little oil on your breasts, both sides. Look, here's a great example. I always say, I talk about the presentation side of your chicken, going in the pan first. This is the smooth side where the skin was. This is the presentation side. This is the gross underside of the breast. It isn't presentation side. And the reason you go presentation side down first, because that's when your cooking surface is at its cleanest and hottest. On the smoker, it won't really matter. But if we're pan searing these or grilling them, that's what you would want to think about. Okay, now here's what we do. We give them a nice coating on all sides. Adding lots of flavor here, of course. We flip them, do the same. Boy, my wife cannot look at this raw chicken. Anybody else have an issue with that? Just let us know, because I think she's a weirdo. And when you got them where you want them, off we go. Up we go, and on we go. Here we go, buddy. We're living here at about 350, just like you could in your oven. But this happens to be a smoker. And when they're 165, we'll take them off. So if you haven't seen the video that we did when that Traeger was new, we loaded it up with, God, almost every protein imaginable. You should watch it. Max will put a link someplace. I mean, he says he will, but sometimes he doesn't, and I just don't really know. But you should watch it because it's great. All right, now it's time for the macaroni itself, cheese sauce and the whole shebang. And here's how we start. With some butter. Very nice. Oh, a little hot, so we'll add some diced yellow onion. That was about a half of an onion. And now all this will just melt and the onion will start to get soft and fabulous. And we've been thinking about a Cooking Guy wok and just trying out sizes to get an idea. And this one is too big, too heavy. It's just too massive, but it's actually not a bad vessel for something like this. And after just a few minutes, we can throw in some garlic like this. Did you go, out loud?
Yes.
I like that. I like it when you're emotionally involved in what we're doing here, Max. And stir it in. I don't want this too hot. Turn it down just a little bit. And when the garlic gets fragrant, we'll add 1/3 of a cup of regular all-purpose flour over the top. And if you're keeping score at home, you know that this will be us starting to make a roux. I'm actually going to switch utensils here to this. And a roux thickens things. And this flour, mixed with the onion and the garlic, will thicken some milk that I'm about to start pouring in like this. And the funny thing is, you put it in and it starts to seize up right away. So I like to add slowly. There is no rush, even though I always feel compelled to rush when we're doing these. It's because I think Max wants to get home. So just keep mixing. We're adding 4 cups. You want to get along the bottom to keep anything from sticking. Beautiful. I mean, it's fantastic, and all it is onion, garlic, milk, and flour. Just let it happen. I'm using just regular whole milk. Once all the milk is in, we're gonna let this go about 5-6 minutes, and then we'll add a couple more things. All right, so here we are. It's been 5-ish minutes, and we have some stuff to add. And that will begin with a little cayenne for a little heat, little mustard powder, little Worcestershire, a little pinch of salt, not too much. And you remember our barbecue seasoning that went on the chicken? I like that. Maybe a 1/2 tablespoon. And this we will mix. Fantastic. Oh, the flavors that this will give. And now I'm going to turn it down a little bit. It doesn't need to be bubbling like mad. Now we'll start adding some cheese. And I have some beautiful hand shredded smoked cheddar that we're going to put in, just a little handful at a time. And I stress the hand shredded because we said it the other day, the cheeses that come already shredded have crap added to them and they just don't melt nearly as nice, and you don't need the bull. So we're gonna take our time with this to let the cheese really melt in there nicely. If you throw it all in at once, you're gonna get clump mac sauce, and that will suck. We're adding about 4 cups of cheese, ultimately. Really, just take your time with it. You're creating something lovely. Last of our cheese, looks like that. Wow. We just had a taste. I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you could get here and taste this right now, you would shit yourself. It is so good. And we've not even added the chicken to it yet, or the macaroni. Well, technically penne, that's what I'll be eating. All right, let this finish. I think it's there. We can go check our chicken, and then stuff's coming together. All right, last thing before we go check our chicken. You knew it was coming. Just some green onion, a little oniony bite in this. God, it's gonna be the best. Look at this. All right, let's go get our chicken. Et voila. Look how beautiful these guys are. All right, so let's take them off. That's something else, huh? Boy, is that gonna be pretty. In and on top. Chicken's done, pasta's done. Penne, to be exact. And we mix. Look at that. It's almost wrong, it's so right. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I think you could call this creamy mac and cheese. Is this creamy enough for everybody? Wow. Don't forget, we've got this smoked, beautiful chicken going on top of this in about 2 minutes. So if we're done stirring, which I am, I say we get the chicken and we get to cutting and we get to eating. And here we are. Just a lovely, look how pretty that is. I love it. Still a little warm. And we cut. Beautiful. Oh, it's just juicy. It's perfecto. You see the juice when I cut?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's the good part. Now I will take this away, just to here. Nobody get upset. See that? Oh boy. We go like this.
I'm getting upset.
We clean up our
Bring it back.
We clean up our area. We go like this, and then this is such a big dumb walk. I can't. This backwards. Okay, here we go. Let me see how we're doing here. How's that? And now I'm gonna do this, because now my chicken will come in lovingly on top, like this, pardon the fingers, but you know, you just want it to be pretty. And then I think just a little bit more of the seasoning around the edges. And yeah, we did this on the smoker, but yeah, you can do this in your oven. There's no problem with that. That's pretty, huh? How'd we do? These guys know how we did. And now I will know how we did. Well, I already do, sort of, but okay, mac first, because why not? Because you can. That little extra seasoning on top. Is it good? Oh my God. It should be illegal, it's so creamy and rich. And now just a little bite of chicken. What's one bite of chicken? It's nothing. Unless it's everything. The sweetness from the brown sugar is fantastic. Chipotle chili powder. You know how I'm always saying, if you're only gonna buy one paprika, it should be smoked paprika. If you're only gonna buy one chili powder, it should only be chipotle chili powder, because it just adds so much. This is for you guys to make now, and for these boys to eat now. Oh, it's a delicious day here at Sam the Cooking Guys.